All right, good morning. I am not with you today. You have a substitute, but I wanted to make sure you understood how to do the empathy lens assignment. We went over it in class on Wednesday, but I've had a couple questions, so I just wanted to clarify some things. First of all, what is it you have to do? And we started this Wednesday. You have work time today. It needs to be done by Monday. You need to read 3 articles from your text set, and you need to take notes on each of those 3 articles. But what you're taking notes on is the open-ended questions. That's what you're looking for. You don't have to take notes on the whole article, just on the answers that you can find in the article and when you reflect on the article related to the open-ended questions. So the question that I've gotten from you is, where do I find those open-ended questions? They're at the beginning of the Empathy Lens document. So I'm going to show you where that is. We're going to go into our Google Classroom, and right here under Empathy Lens, click on the assignment, and you'll see that at the top, there are focus areas. And over on the left here, it says open-ended questions. You see that? So that's all the questions that are inside of this document. Those are our open-ended questions. So you only have to look at your column. So let's say you are in the inequality and strength team. So your first task is to figure out what are the inequalities people face. So I know we talked about this in class, but we're going to understand the inequalities people face, copy it, and paste it into our notes, right? So over on the left-hand side, that's going to be the first thing I take notes on. Actually, I can do it in all 3 of my notes boxes, because in every article I read, I'm looking for that same answer. And then the other 2 questions are, explain the impact that unequal treatment has on the community. What are we missing out on when we treat other people as unequal, right? So there's a question, but there's also a task of explaining. So both of those things are going to need to go in your notes. So this looks a little bit different for everybody. Not everyone is going to copy these same questions. This just happens to be if you were on that team, right? This is how you would get your notes ready. So people that this would do exactly what I just did would be people in this middle column, right? The inequality and strength team. And then your final open-ended question in that team is, how does strength connect to the stories here? So I'm asking you, instead of just focusing on how are people treated unequally, think about, what strengths do people discover? What are ways they found to connect, or something like that? And so then in each of these boxes, I'm going to put that question. And then you know that your text set, you don't have to read all the articles, you're just choosing 3. So for inequality and strength, again, I would click on the link and it would take me to Newsela. If you have trouble accessing the articles, you need to go to your assignments. And I've assigned all of the text sets to everyone, but you just need to read your text set. So you need to read articles from your text set. This isn't going to show up the right way for me. It's going to show that everybody's been assigned to everything. But you just choose an article and you know to adjust it to the right Lexile level, and then you're going to read it. And then as you're reading it, or maybe for you it works when you're all done reading it, you're going to go back and try and answer these questions, right? What inequalities do people face in that article? Think about, what is the place where they live? What did people miss out on because they were treating people unequally? And then think about strength. Okay, so remember, you look for your name here. So if I'm anybody in this reddish pinkish column, bias and integrity is my focus, and my open-ended questions are reddish pinkish, right? So look for your color and look for the questions that are the same color. And that is what you need to do, and that's what you need to turn in by Monday, because Monday we're going to use it to start making our posters. All right, so you can certainly email me with questions over the weekend, but that's the information on what you need to do to get that assignment done.